Trevor, every year the Jacksonville chapter of the Pro Football Writers Association votes on a good guy, which is given to the player who's always available and gives good insight and really just stands up and talks to us every single week and helps us out covering this team. And this year we voted on it, and you won that award for this year. So we thank you for being all of the things that go into this award. And we also thank you for being the one person in the organization that's willing to stand up here every week and talk to us in what has been a really, really crazy season. Thank you very much.
Oh, I appreciate it, you guys. Thank you all. Thank you all. You guys have, I think you guys have taken it easy on me this year, if that's possible. But so I appreciate it. Seriously, you guys are really good at y'all's job.
All right, with that, we'll open with Mia, and then we'll go to Jamal.
Easy? Really? Oh, I'm just kidding. Trevor, for you, plane ride back post this Patriots game, how was it maybe different than other losses for you with an eye towards next year, but also, as you said, post game, still focused on the task at hand?
Yeah, I mean, every loss is definitely disappointing. Like I said, after I don't even remember exactly what I said after the game, but when when the deficit's that large and you lose by that many points, like obviously that's a bad feeling. You don't want to feel that way. And had a couple games like that this year, and it's not a good feeling on that plane ride back. So I'm just looking forward. And like I said, you got to have short memory though in this league, and just as an individual and as a team. So you got to be able to move on and flip the page pretty quickly. And I think we did that today. We had a great day. So just being able to flip the page and just get ready to go play the Colts, finish the season on a win. That'd be great. Like I said, to get some momentum and just want to play well. That's the biggest thing. Like you don't, the closest way you can directly control the outcome of the game is for everyone to do their job and to play well. And then you'll have a shot to win the game in the end. So that's just kind of the focus this week. And everybody just lock in for, 5 more days? 5 more days of just 100% focus. And then you got a whole off season to take some time off and to get ready for next year. But let's finish strong and feel good about where we're at.
Have you had any conversations with Shad or anyone in the front office this week? Gotcha. Thanks, Trev.
Yep. You're welcome.
All right, we'll go to Jamal, and then we'll go to Gene Fournette.
All right, Trevor, I got a stat for you. On Sunday, you guys got to score more than 16 points, or this will be the worst scoring offense in Jaguars franchise history. How frustrating is that for you as the quarterback of this team?
It's frustrating, obviously, like I've said, we've had a lot of ups and downs as an offense this year. I'm just, being transparent with you guys, and you can see it on the field, there's been a lot of ups and downs, and some things have worked for us, some things haven't, and just trying to find our way. So it's been frustrating, obviously, because, the best teams in this league can, usually score a lot of points. So that's something that we've been trying to improve on. And right now, like I said, our focus is just going and winning this game. And to win this game, I do think we're going to have to probably score more than 16 points. Most games you do. That's only 2 touchdowns and not even a field goal. So we're gonna have to put some points on the board and just help our defense out. And that's been, I guess, the more frustrating thing is that we haven't held up our end of, you play complementary football, that's taking care of the ball, that's scoring when you're on offense, that's playing great defense, all that. And I feel like a lot of games we haven't held up our end of that deal. So and that falls obviously on my shoulders as the quarterback, and a lot of that, has to do with me. So it starts with me and look at myself in the mirror, and just every week, like I said, though, you got to forget about the last week and you got to still play with that confidence the next week. And I've learned how to do that over this whole year, which hasn't been easy. And just trying to, stay positive and go into this game with a lot of confidence.
And one more for you. I don't know if you've heard, but a lot of Jaguars fans are planning to show up at Sunday's game dressed as clowns because they're from the direction the franchise has been heading. How odd is that for you to see that? And is that frustrating, or do you look at it as the fan base is passionate and wants to see the team do well?
I guess you can look at it both ways. I guess I'll start by saying I understand, the fans that have been Jacksonville fans for a long time. I'm sure that hasn't been easy, and a lot of diehard fans that, this is, I wouldn't say everything for them, but this is something that's very important to them, is the Jags, and they've been a fan since the Jags started. So you see that passion, and you definitely respect that, and you want to, as players, I know the feeling, like we want to do everything we can to go win for this city, for these fans. And obviously we haven't had much success this year. So that's frustrating for us as well. So I understand from a fan's perspective. Would I do that personally? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. But fans feel how they feel, and it's hard to, like I said, after this year's been disappointing for all of us. Like, we wanted to win a lot more games, so I get the frustration. But for us, we're just, like I said, focusing on going and finishing with a win this season.
Thanks, Trevor.
All right, we'll go to Gene Fournette, then we'll go to Michael Duraco.
Hey, Trevor. First of all, thanks for you being so cordial during a very difficult season this year. This particular matchup, sometimes NFL games are about matchups more sometimes than how a team might be performing in recent weeks. For whatever reason, the Indianapolis Colts have been a team that the Jaguars have played pretty darn well against in recent years, even though they've been a pretty good. Had pretty good records most of that time. They lost 14 games in a row last year, and went to Indianapolis for the last game of the year, and had two or three chances to go ahead in the fourth quarter. Didn't happen. So again, you had the same opportunity the first time. You had two drives in the fourth quarter where you could have gone ahead. Didn't happen. My question is, how much confidence do you yourself glean from having not only played the Colts tough, but this team having a history of being very tough on them, including 6 straight wins at the bank?
Yeah, I didn't even think about, the past history with the Colts. I mean, obviously, like you said, I was a part of that game this season and had a chance to win it. That still bothers me, lost by 6 points and had a couple of chances to go win the game. So that's one definitely that we had a shot in. So confidence, I'd say, you try to have that same level of confidence every week. I mean, yeah, it helps that we played these guys tough, and they've had a good year, and they've had a lot of games decided, even their losses, that have been decided by just a few points. So they're even probably better than what their record says. So yeah, we have some confidence from that, but really offensively, we didn't play well in the first half, and we probably win that game if we play a little better on offense. I don't remember what the stats were in the first half of that game, but it was a rough one. And then in the second half, we played cleaner and were able to consistently move the ball more. And that kind of got us back in the game. Our defense played great though. So just carrying that over. Defense, do what you did last time. Offense, let's step it up. Let's put some points on the board and consistently move the ball more. I know this is a really good defense as far as takeaways, and they got a knack for, getting the ball out, whether that's forcing fumbles or interceptions. So that's a big emphasis for us this week.
One follow-up. Any theories as to why this team has been such slow starters for most of the year, particularly in the first quarter, just routinely falling behind?
Talking about us as the Jaguars or the Colts?
No, as the Jaguars.
Gotcha. Sorry, I wasn't sure. I think each game it's a little bit different. I know offensively we haven't been great on the first drive of games. I know against the Jets last week we got a field goal the first drive, but outside of that we've struggled a little bit on the first drive. So that's definitely part of it. And if you pair that with other teams getting points on the first drive, then that's not where you want to be. So it starts by just, a game 60 minutes, regardless of what happens in the beginning. Obviously you want to start well, but it's really more about playing the whole 60 minutes and finishing well, especially in the second half. And I think that's where obviously we have had some deficits early, but most times we've had an opportunity to get back in the game and haven't always taken advantage of it. So it's really about playing a complete game.
Thanks.
Yep.
Okay, so we have D-Rock, and then we'll finish with John Reed.
Trevor, do you take any consolation in the fact that some of the game's greatest quarterbacks, guys like Peyton Manning, didn't exactly light it up as rookies and kind of went through some of the same struggles you're going through?
Yeah, I mean, like I've said before, everybody's journey is different. Every team's different. You can't, that's why you see some things you can't really compare people's situations. No situation is the same. But yeah, I would say it's nice knowing you're not the only one that's struggled a little bit. But that's something that I've built over the years, just confidence in myself, confidence in the future, regardless of what's happening right now. And like I've said, it's been a tough year. Regardless of all that, I really do have a strong belief that we're gonna do some great things here, and I'm gonna be a part of that. So that's what I believe deep down, and I hang on to that, and I know that's coming. So just keeping my head down, working, not getting discouraged. And like I said, this year's been challenging, but I think that's one of the biggest areas I've grown is keeping that faith, because it's easier to keep the faith when things are going well. But when you're not winning a lot of games and there's a lot of drama, a lot of things going on, it's a little bit harder. So that's been something that I've actually grown a lot in this year.
You trying to help other guys kind of keep that faith too? I would assume that after a season like this, there's some guys that are probably not keeping it or at least doubting it.
For sure. I mean, it's like I said, it's tough, and those conversations happen all the time. Just guys talking and really just bringing some energy. And a lot of guys, even outside of me, have done a good job of that, trying to keep people locked in, and the guys have done a good job of that. So just like I said, it's all about right now. Our message is just finish strong. We got 5 days, so let's finish this thing the way we want to, so we can feel good about it going into this off season.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right. We'll finish up with John Reed.
How you doing, Trevor? Just one question for you. With a season like this been for you and all the rest of the players, do you feel you right now you are prepared for anything that cross your path from here on out, from all the things you had to deal with this season?
I mean, I don't want to say anything. You never know what's around the corner, but I really do feel like I've been through more than a lot of people can say they've been through in their first season. So I got some, what's it called? I can't even think of the saying they say, but I definitely have some experience. Some what?
Battle scars.
Yeah, I guess that's a good one. That's not what I was thinking of. That works too. So no, I mean, it does give you confidence in, hey man, whatever comes at me, I know I can handle it. Obviously you don't want to go through what we've gone through again this year, and I have confidence we won't, but yeah, that gives you a little bit of just, man, whatever's around the corner, like it doesn't matter. Like I'm just going to keep being me every day and just keep being that same person. And that's, I think, the biggest thing, like I've said before to you guys, is being consistent. But yeah, I know there's some really good days ahead, and I'm excited just to experience that with obviously whoever's a part of those teams in the future, and just this city and these fans. I know this place deserves it, so I'm excited for that, and I know it's going to come.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for being a stand-up guy too.
Thanks, John. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for the award. Seriously.